Rising temperatures in Washington are complicating the wildfire response. Dry heat reaching the 90s could fuel the flames. Tens of thousands of people remain under evacuation orders. The fires have destroyed more than 700 buildings, many of them homes. CBS News national correspondent Kris Cleave is in Spokane for us. Kris, so tell us, what are the major challenges that fire crews are facing right now?
Well, fire crews have been working around the clock, Vlad, focused on building fire breaks, cutting fire lines around these three fires with the goal of at least trying to be able to direct the fires away from homes when conditions deteriorate. This is a bit of a beat the clock scenario here. Temperatures start rising notably today. By Friday, they'll be pushing triple digits. But the wind is supposed to stay calm today and tomorrow. That gives them about 48 hours to continue that work, hopefully have the support of water dropping aircraft and things before the wind picks up. When the wind picks up, so does the fire danger. Here's what the county sheriff told us about the days ahead. How concerned are you about the fires roaring back to life over the next few days?
I will tell you there is significant concern that the weather could change, and we're worried as a cold front starts coming in towards the weekend that's going to also create more wind and make things more challenging.
Yeah, obviously the wind drove these fires over the weekend. The concern is, of course, that either it could pick up one of these fires or a new fire could start. That's part of why they have kept the evacuation orders largely in place. They didn't want to have people go home and then have to evacuate tens of thousands of people again 12, 24, 36 hours later.
As you know, covering these disasters, the evacuation, the escape is usually the hardest moment. But then there comes the moment when they return to their homes. And that's so difficult as well. What are you hearing from people who've come back to see what's left of their lives?
Well, if we can widen out a little bit, I'll give you a sense for this neighborhood, Adriana, and that kind of answers your question. I mean, it's house after house after house. This entire block, both sides of the street, has burned. And people were coming back yesterday to realize they didn't have a lot to come home to. And it's not just this block. It's not just this neighborhood. This is playing out across several parts of Spokane County. We talked to one woman who made it back to her house yesterday.
There's nothing. I think what's hitting me the most is honestly just driving down the road that I have for so many years and seeing all of my neighbors' houses gone, and to see it completely devastated is just mind-boggling.
And with wildfires, one block, 2 blocks over might be fine, but then you turn a corner and it's just utter devastation. It does take your breath away when you come into some of these neighborhoods and just see what's standing and what's not.
Wow.
These pictures say it all,
yeah,
Kris.
they really do. Devastating. Kris, thank you very much. We appreciate your reporting.
For more on the smoke and the dangerous air quality, CBS News meteorologist Rob Marciano is here. Rob, what are you watching today?
Well, obviously beyond the immediate scope of Spokane and those areas that got burned, this is really dense smoke that's filtered out and spanned out across the entire Pacific Northwest and then even into the Intermountain West. Now, we've got other fires that are burning in Oregon. They've now evacuated Mount Hood Meadows Ski Resort, and some of the air quality numbers there. Remember, the AQI goes basically like over 100 is bad, over 200 is really bad, over 300 is hazardous. Don't go outside without a face mask, and that's what's happening in some of the spots in Oregon and eastern Washington. So that's what we're dealing with as far as the smoke. It'll be filtered down through the mid and lower level layers, and then some of the higher haze will get maybe into the Midwest. But the heat's going to be the bigger story. Today, we start to build in some record-breaking heat in Medford and Reno, and then getting more into Seattle and Portland and, eastern parts of Oregon and Washington as we head through Saturday and Sunday. And record high temperatures potentially across parts of Denver again, which has seen a lot of records. All right, we've got a little bit of rain coming up through the Potomac and D.C. and Baltimore, and then also some thunderstorms that may cause some issues later on today through Chicago and Davenport and back through Kansas City. Hopefully keeping those sub-severe. They will be around if you live in those areas. Just, be quick on your feet.
All right.
Good advice, Rob. Thank you very much.